Let's talk about what I'm telling you I'm looking for and what I'm trying to do here today.
I don't know what it is, but hopefully we all heal from whatever we've been through.
I'm not like, when I walk up to the door and I expect a man to open the door for me, I walk up to the door and I stand there.
You gonna get in, lady?
What's up, guys? So we here at a Jeep dealership in Duluth. Today we finally gonna go test drive together. We drove a Gladiator before, but we never drove the trim that we want, which is the Mojave. Today we're coming to drive the Mojave and then the Mojave X, which is one tier above the Mojave. And really what I want to see is if we actually even need the X, because the X comes with like added safety. So that it has like the sensors. They both come with like a front and backup camera and some other safety things, but that's one of the biggest things for me is the safety and just like the like parking assistance, things like that, because it's a big vehicle and Ashley's not really used to big vehicles. So when she drives, I just want her to be comfortable. So I want to see if there's any real difference in the X versus the regular Mojave.
And if any of you guys have Jeeps, let us know how you've been liking them, because I mean, I never drove a Jeep long term, so this will be the first time, but I think it's gonna be fun. All the feedback that I'm hearing is that's a fun car to have.
Yeah, and I've been showing y'all my new workout routine, so we just want to be a little bit more active, and I feel like the Jeep is gonna help us do that, going on road trips, going like, you know, on light trails. We're not doing no heavy off-roading or rock crawling and stuff like that, but we just want to be a little bit more active in these next few years. No, on your website, you had it was lifted, it had like the 40-inch tire.
And I got like 3 months that was limited.
Yeah, 0.9 interest rate financing, but it has to be through Finalizing.
It has to be correct. I feel like it's pretty comfortable.
Huh?
It's comfortable so far.
Yeah. So we drove a Gladiator before. We had got one as a rental or as a loaner vehicle when our car was getting repaired.
Lit, man. Y'all need to come out, shop Rick Hendricks, CDJR Duluth. Ask for T, I get you done.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta really watch these salespeople well, not even a salesperson. Let me not say
You
that.
got your ID back?
The finance person, like the finance people at these dealerships, they're very sleazy, like sneaky people, and I just don't like when you in the industry, like why is it your objective to take advantage of people? So the first deal the dude came to me with, it had nitrogen. Don't ever pay for no damn nitrogen.
In the tires.
In the tires. It had tents. I'm not paying you for tents. And then you trying to charge me for low jack. $1,500 they put on the car for low jack. Don't ever pay for low jack. Don't let these devils try to like talk you into low jack or no system like that. Most of these cars anyway, they got GPS on them and then you can hook it up to your phone. But $1,500 for low jack, get out of here. Anyway, the dude, they came to us with a quote. I think the first quote was like 67,000. I told them I'm not paying for this, I'm not paying for that, I'm not paying for that. They came back, knocked another $6,000 off pretty easy. So how was y'all able to just knock it off like that? You know what I mean? So they didn't want to give me a deal here, so we're leaving.
But if you guys do find yourself over here in Duluth, then check out T, because she was actually the sales associate and she had great rapport, great customer service, and she was easy to talk to.
Yeah, and she was black.
Right.
And then right now it's like, I don't get it. Like somebody come in that's already done their homework on the vehicle, educated on what they want. Like, just,
it's really a done deal. All you gotta do is make it happen.
Yeah, make it happen. Let me walk out of here with a deal.
Right, so then I'll come back again. And I feel like going to the car dealership is like going to see the Wiz. Like, you never see this mystery man in the back with all these numbers coming out with these papers. They just hand it off to the finance guy who hands it off to the sales associate who comes to you. It's like you never see this big machine in the back that's really handling and pulling all of the strings. And that really, it's just really stupid. It's really stupid.
Yeah, nothing is as good as it seems. And I'm saying that to talk about during COVID. From 2020 to 2022, when there was like a chip shortage and people couldn't get vehicles, all of these dealerships were charging 10 to 20,000 above MSRP, and people had to pay for it because there weren't any other options. I'm sure the dealerships, they was happy, they made a lot of money, but like I said, things ain't always as good as it seems. In 2020, they took advantage of so many people. They put people in bad deals, charging people $20,000 over MSRP. It's millions of people upside down in vehicles right now. And now the dealerships, they gotta feel it. So their own greed came back to bite them in the ass. So right now, Gizmo's at the groomer, and we got a little bit more time to kill. So we either gonna go to another dealership or we probably just gonna get some coffee or something.
Well, seeing as all these dealerships is a waste of everybody's time. And we already know what we're looking for. And we got the offers that we wanted. I think we should go ahead and get this coffee. Oh, there you go. That's the lime. What do you call it? What's that green color? Mojito. Okay, so I really just want to know from you guys, like, who has a Jeep, or maybe you guys have had Jeeps before. And I feel like the fun part of a Jeep is having like a fun color. But the only problem is I feel like I'll get tired of a fun color. Juice is one of the new colors that came out, and it's an orange color, but it's like, it gives orange and black, and that I always associate orange and black with Halloween, so I'm not a fan. I think it's pretty though. And then Mojito is a really pretty, like, it looks pearlescent to me, green, like lime. It's fun for a little while, but I don't feel like it'll be what I want long term. So I really wanted more of a muted color. 41 is a color that I really like, but apparently it's like very overdone, and I didn't realize that. Anvil, that's a really pretty color. It's like a muted, is it blue? Like, how would you describe that color?
It's like a grayish blue. It's so funny, like that grayish blue color for us.
Yeah, because the car we have now is like a bluish gray, and that color is a grayish blue. And it's really, really pretty. And I feel like that one, I'll never get tired of that color. It's really nice. So I like all the fun colored Jeeps, but I think realistically, I would like a muted color that I wouldn't get tired of.
We about to go to the Mazda dealership. I see it over there.
Oh, so no coffee?
This Mazda, like, we don't really want the Mazda, but I still want to drive it just to see how it drives. Yeah, so we're gonna go test drive it because it was some really good reviews about it, and is quote unquote like luxury. And to be honest with you, they upgraded it a lot because it's giving like,
it did look cute though, I'm not gonna lie, it looks
like
cute.
Infinity vibes, you know? So we'll see.
Now, what about the trunk space? Is it space enough? He said that you could fit 6 suitcases in it, right? That was this one?
Yeah. You gonna get in, lady?
I actually really like it so far. Not gonna lie, it's really cute so far. It kind of surprised me.
Uh-huh. Mazda looking a little nice, y'all.
It's comfy in here. It's really comfy. And I like the color. I like the black with the red, the burgundy kind of.
The only thing, this better be real leather. That'd be a deal breaker for me.
Open this.
Real
Open
leather.
it. Okay. So it shows the car actually, like how the car looks from up above. And then of course we got the back camera here as well. Hold on. Check out a little get up and go. I don't know, y'all. So far.
Yeah, it's alright.
No, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Nothing is really nothing against Mazdas. My favorite car was my Honda. That was my first time my Honda Accord. I love Honda. But I never was attracted to a Mazda. I never even knew anybody that drove a Mazda. I know nothing about Mazda.
I still don't know nobody that drives a Mazda.
And I certainly didn't think it was gonna be this nice. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I just really didn't think it was gonna be this nice.
I will say though, I'm not liking that as Bose. The sound, the audio system. You know, Bose is decent.
But what would you rather?
Bang 'em Olufsen, whatever that.
Well, I know some cars that got the Bang 'em Olufsen, Bang 'em Olufsen in them. I'm with that one too.
Oh man, what's the other one? The Herman.
Olaf. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. To be honest, I don't care.
We don't listen to music like that. Honestly,
really don't.
we are, and I was telling y'all, I don't want to say we old, but we're very mature for our age.
And it also has nothing to do with age. I've never valued cars. Like, I've never valued cars. I only ever just want nice things. And obviously, just because something is a high price point doesn't mean it's the nicest. It's a nice thing. We love that BMW. It's a comfortable car, but it's not as luxurious as I would have wanted.
The thing is, it's driving like a BMW.
It sounds really nice.
It's that inline 6.
I just learned about that one.
Wow. And this is the Mazda CX-70. So we got Gizmo, we went home, we grabbed a bite to eat, and now we came back out to Genesis to see if we like the Genesis. We're gonna test drive the GV70, and if the numbers look right, we might test drive the GV80. The Mazda was cool, but realistically, like the parts feel kind of cheap. The guy said it was real leather, but it felt like faux leather.
But it was cute on the inside.
Yeah, it was still nice. It was still nice. And the ride was cool. And I was kind of surprised, like, how much things that they put in the car and then the type of engine and all that extra stuff for the price, for the size. So that was cool. I never thought about Mazda. And we was just talking like we don't even know nobody that owned a Mazda.
Yeah, it was big.
Yeah, so now we're at Genesis. We about to go talk to them and see if we could test drive the GV70.
Hey you guys, so we are back out test driving and visiting dealerships today. We haven't made a solid decision, but it looks like if we get the best deal on the Mazda, we're gonna go with the Mazda. And so we're just going to see who has the color combo that we're looking for. I like the black outside, the black exterior and the tan interior. I think I haven't seen the tan interior, so I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I think that's the one I like. We're just going for the best deal, just see what's going on out here.
We went to one dealership already, so pretty much before we left the house, I went to a bunch of dealer websites. I made a Excel spreadsheet. I got all my MSRPs listed. I got all the window stickers printed out, and then on my Excel sheet, I got like I got the advertised price that they selling it for, the actual MSRP that they selling it for, and then my target price that I want it for. I'm walking in with my list so that they know they got to compete for our business.
And we had the weirdest interaction just now. The weirdest interaction. The sales guy was a mess. And then he got us to even come in because we were just walking around the lot to see what they had because we already had the list of things that we were interested in. He starts talking to us, and I don't know if this is a tactic that they use. Are they taught this? It's like, I don't understand why car salesmen are so gross. Like, you could tell they're like scanning us, looking us up and down to see, you know what I'm saying? They want to see what Winston had in his hand. Then he starts making a comment about the papers. It's like, you know what I'm saying? We already here.
Right.
So stop.
Like, the vehicle already sold. And by the way, like the link that I gave you the other day about how to buy cars from home, I'm going a little off script only because we want to go see the actual materials in person. Because even though they're, present themselves as like a new luxury,
right?
We want to see if it feels cheap,
Right.
Like, that's really what we want to see. So I went on a little bit off script. So we really not even supposed to be going in. I'm confident that I can handle myself.
And he did so good. When we were in there with the guy, first of all, the sales associate that we ended up with, he wasn't great, and then so he went to go and look for the car, and so the sales manager came over and started talking to us, and you could tell he was obviously had a lot more experience, but he still wasn't great. It was just like nobody was being straightforward. They ended up not even having a car.
Right. So what they did, and I think dealers do this all the time, they list the better cars on their website even though they don't have them on the lot, just to entice you to come into the dealership. And then when you get there, they act like, oh, they don't know what happened to it. It must have been a mistake on the website, and then they try to sell you a whole nother car.
Exactly.
So at the end of it, they was taking a little too long. I got up, so I asked to get in the car. I wrote down some terms that I want on the things that I printed out, and I handed it to them. I said, hey, look, if y'all got a deal for me, email me. Here's my number. And by the way, I don't use my actual email or my phone number. I got a Google Voice number, and I have a email that I just created specifically just for car shopping. So it's pretty much the same tactic that you do from home, but since I was there with them in person, I just wrote down all the terms that I want for a lease, and then I handed it to him, and it was 4 different vehicles that he's gonna send me an email for. And he already knows that I'm shopping with other dealerships, so he's not gonna play. Well, he shouldn't play, because if you want my business, you better give me the best deal up front.
They go around about asking all of these questions. If I'm telling you this is what I want, this is the information I have, this is what I'm looking for, and you come asking me what colors, is it going to rain tomorrow? It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Let's talk about what I'm telling you I'm looking for and what I'm trying to do here today. We are not shopping for, you know what I'm saying?
Roadwork reported ahead on I-285, west and half a mile.
She didn't even care about you.
Right, she sure didn't. I can't. When I tell you I can't stand her, I cannot stand her. Like 90% of the time, in my opinion, I feel like the customer already knows what they're looking for. So what are you upselling me on? You know what I'm saying? We're not in here shopping for, a BMW that has all of the different trims, the packages.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
It's even worse, because we want the highest trim.
I'm saying
give me the highest
we
trim.
put the highest one you got. Just give me that one. That's it. You still walking around talking in circles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when you are shopping for an actual luxury vehicle, there are a lot of little things that they can try to sell you with, sparkly, shiny things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That would entice me. Obviously, when we go to BMW, it's like so many things. I'm like, oh, I like this, I like this, I like this, whatever. But when we didn't make the decision to go with Mazda. We know what we're getting already. So just give me what you got. Give me that the top of the highest one. Just give me that. So now you trying to talk me out of it? What are you doing?
Let me tell y'all, it was hard for us to even make the decision to go with Mazda.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
But the reality of it is like these cars are way overpriced. And yeah, we could stay with BMW or go into another luxury vehicle, but to really experience like all of the features of these luxury vehicles, you gotta spend over $100,000. And it's just not wise. You know what I mean? Like, we're just being financially irresponsible. Get the most vehicle for the least amount of money. You know what I mean?
And at the end of the day, it's like cars have never been a thing that I cared about. So, it is what it is. Like, it doesn't matter if we get a BMW or if we get the Mazda or whatever. And that's the beauty of you get it, try it, you don't like it, and then we'll see.
Right. And it's a lease. So at the end of the lease, we do it again.
Right.
Get another vehicle. And the technique that I showed y'all about buying from home is that at the end of the lease, sometimes you actually get money back. So over the term of the lease, you don't actually spend that much. You already negotiating a great price to begin with, and then you get some money back. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So that's where I want to set up, or that's what I'm practicing to set up moving forward with leasing cars.
And we still want to revisit the idea of listing a vehicle on Turo, and a car like a Mazda, the one we're looking at, is going to
give the backstory.
Oh, I don't know if I ever told you guys before, but we actually, a few years ago, like during, it was during the pandemic.
Yeah.
It was when the cars, nobody could find a car. Everything was so crazy, and Turo was booming. It's still doing well, but it was like going crazy, the car rental services, because nobody could find a car, nobody could purchase a car, there was nothing available. And it was the chip shortage, all of that. So long story short, we wanted to get into Turo, but we were having the same issues with finding a car as well. So once we got ourselves a vehicle, because at the time we were also car shopping for ourselves, it was just like, it was the wrong time. We were doing construction on the house. We just had a lot going on, which it seems like we always got a lot going on. But we have to prioritize things, obviously. So now that you know, we're in a different position now. We're revisiting the idea of listing a vehicle on Turo, and a vehicle like the Mazda that we're looking at would do excellent on Turo. So even though we haven't you know, we haven't formulated our plan in that direction yet, that would be an option for us, you know. I guess if I was just like running you guys through the short summary of it, it's like you just get we get the Mazda. If we like it, we you know, use it, whatever. If we decide we want to get out of a Mazda but keep it, put it on Turo, and repeat the process over again.
Right. Yeah.
Next thing you know, you have a fleet of cars, so to speak, on the platform.
And the Mazda, the CX-70 is like the perfect balance between space, the size of the vehicle, the luxury finishes, and price. Like, you can't beat the price.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. And they Japanese. We just found out they was Japanese. And you know how I actually feel about Japanese companies.
Yeah, I really like Japanese products. I don't know, I just really like them. Like, I noticed that like a lot more of my favorite sunglasses, they're made in Japan. And I know like that's not a great example because everybody just thinks sunglasses are the worst thing to spend your money on because they're just so cheap, whatever. But I could tell the difference between a nice pair of sunglasses and a cheap Amazon pair of sunglasses. Even though they're cute, you get the same look, you could feel the differences. So,
well, you know, Japan is known for craftsmanship.
Exactly. But once upon a time, Japan was not known for their craftsmanship. I actually did some background research. I don't even know what I was doing, but like, you know how people associate, unfortunately, China with a lot of junk? Japan once had that same what do you call it, stigma. Exactly. It was a lot of junk coming out of Japan. You know, that's just what people thought it was. And I did when I was watching the documentary. Wow, how does that happen? Maybe we should get we probably should get the Tesla truck. The way these people drive out here, you need a Tesla truck or a Hummer or something, because where it's raining, but you can still see. It's not like zero visibility. It's like a sun shower. He got the nerve, put on the blinker, and still tries to come into the lane at the same time as us, with us in the lane.
A lot of people don't look over their shoulders.
What are you looking at though? What are you seeing?
Because if they when you next to a car, if they look through the side mirror, they can't see us.
And the Mazda had the side thing, right? It has the 360.
Oh yeah,
that's for parking.
That's only for parking.
Oh.
The Genesis.
The
Genesis.
Oh, that's another car. Did we tell you we test drove the Genesis? We liked it, but you know, it had the
to me, it's not big enough. Like is it the GV70?
Yeah.
It's not the size we want. We want the GV80 size. Well, I do.
Right.
And the Mazda is the size of the GV80.
For less money.
And less money than the GV70.
Right.
So.
And it's like, for less money, you get the head-up display, you get the size, you get leather interior.
Heated and ventilated seats. It's so
it was a lot of stuff. I was really surprised at how many things they were giving you at the price they were giving it to you. Mm-hmm. Because even in our BMW right now, we don't have head-up display. That was like a whole another,
right?
You know?
And obviously the finishes are not going to be as nice.
Right.
Or the materials ain't going to be as nice, but it's nice enough.
Right.
and you seen that Get Up and Go the other day.
We're just gonna see. If it works out, we'll see. If we don't like it, we'll be done with it. Yeah. We're not gonna have it that long.
But really, I'm so sick and tired of all of these companies taking advantage of people, especially taking advantage of black people. Because black people, we shop with our eyes too much, and I'm trying to get out of these generational curses. Like, that's another story. We don't need to go down that rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm. But now we just headed to another dealership to see if we can just sit inside and touch. Since we already did the test drive, we just want to sit inside and touch the finish, the car that has the interior that we're interested in. That's where we're headed now.
It's a nice date car too. When I take you on dates, I gotta open your doors.
I'm not like, when I walk up to the door and I expect the man to open the door for me, I walk up to the door and I stand there. And they usually just open the door. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's the confusion where it's like we're not sure about what's gonna go on. I'm gonna walk up to the door and I'm gonna stand there until you open the door, and that's it. Luckily for me, he has a lot of sense and he understands.
A lot of sense?
Yes, because obviously there's people running around here with no sense, and they're not even realizing they're not opening the door. They're not even realizing. That's what I'm saying. People got to put the sense in your head. You don't just wake up with sense. You gotta get taught things. So it's people out here not even real. Yes, you got what I'm saying.
All right, cool.
There's people out here not really realizing that, it's okay to do that. But also, it's the internet. It's, men not wanting to feel like they're being taken advantage of, women feeling like they're owed something. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Or the opposite. Sometimes women feel like they don't want their doors open. That's
Maybe,
much,
I guess there you go too,
yeah.
It's a lot. I don't know. That's not even something, that's too much.
It's a disconnect from our generation to the newer, younger generation. Because we millennials, but we on the early millennial side. Actually,
Not that early. We really
in the
not.
middle. We're
Yeah.
in the middle. We actually are the gap. Like we we bridge the gap.
Right.
We that generation of millennials. Like we seen enough before the internet, and we pretty much were brought up during the development of the internet.
Right. So I think just based on your experience is what will push you over to one side or the other, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And the women in my family, they just ain't going for it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, they're not going for it. And like, that's how I was raised, with certain expectations. And thankfully, I was blessed to find someone who has similar, like, expectations or thoughts about things. And we worked it out.
Because I'm from the streets.
It doesn't have to do anything.
There's a lot of, in the old streets, there's a lot of respect in the streets. I'm not from the streets, y'all. But, but I've been around the streets, and I've been around just like respect and honor. And just certain things you do,
And certain things you don't do.
Right. All right, so we're pulling up to the next Mazda, y'all. And we're going to let y'all know how it goes. What's going on, y'all? Yesterday was a long day. I went to bed probably like 9:30, 10. Now, usually we go to bed like 12, 1 in the morning. But for some reason, no matter what time I go to sleep, I can't really sleep more than 5 hours. I went to bed about 10, 10:30, and I woke up like 1:30, and I've been up. You know what I mean? So right now it's 8:30, Ashley's still asleep, and I'm starting to feel a little tired again, so maybe it was premature. But I'm about to get some coffee ready for her, because she be on a coffee, like, when some people just get like grumpy when they don't get their coffee. That's her, and today we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of shooting to do, so I'm making sure she got her coffee in the morning, because we got some work to do. And this is the coffee that she likes. We started getting this after we started going to Miami and getting the Cuban coffee there. And this is the one that we think that they use, or I think she found out this is the one they use, so we order it now. And it comes from Miami. This right here, this is some other coffee that we got, because we ran out of the actual grounds of this coffee. This right here, this is just the pods for the Nespresso, right? So this is for me, because Ashley, most of the time, she'll make the coffee pot. I don't know what to call that type of coffee pot, but this is for me. I just put this in an espresso whenever I want some coffee. Today, I'm making her this other brand of coffee. It's good. I think it might be like Colombian or like no, I think it might be El Salvadorian coffee. It's one of them South American countries, but this is what we make it today. And this is the pot. I don't know what to call this. It's not no French press, but it's one of the fancy Italian little coffee pots. And the funny thing is, I don't drink coffee as much as Ashley, but I make some good coffee. Another little fun fact, right? When I used to work at Tyler Perry Studios as a PA, when I first started out, they put me in, it was called Actors Row, with all the actors. Like, that was my job, to pretty much assist all the talent and like the people in the hair and makeup department. So I would be the tea coffee runner. So I guess that's where I got skilled at making coffee, just being a production assistant at Tyler Perry Studios.
Stole my car, you came all the way without me even calling. I was crying, upset about the world, and you made me laugh. We were so high.
You know what? Actually, I didn't realize I didn't go to the studio to go do my jump rope. So I actually just turned off the coffee pot. I'm about to run to the studio, do my 400 reps of jump ropes, and then I'll be back before Ashley gets up, and then I'll finish her coffee. Now, the reason why I had to stop making the coffee and then just come is because yesterday, doing all the running around with the car stuff, I wasn't able to come to the gym and get my jumps in. And I'm trying to build up the habit to make this a routine. And the minute you stop, put it like this, I just had to stop right then and there to drop everything I was doing to come here and do these jump ropes, because if I didn't, it would have been 2 days that I didn't do it, and then 2 days turned into 2 months. So I want to make sure I come here every day. Obviously, days like yesterday, days where things kind of are very busy, you're not gonna be able to do it. But for those days, I'm gonna make up for it today. So I usually get up to like 1,000 to 2,000 when we're actively jump roping. But because we stopped for so long, I had to like get used to jumping again. I started doing 300 a day. And the day before yesterday, I did 400 a day. So now, since I missed yesterday, I'm not gonna double it and do 800, but I'm gonna do 500 today. And I'm gonna try to do it in one straight shot, and then I could just hurry back home and go finish that coffee. And by the way, speaking of yesterday, the Mazda, I just watched some more videos on it. This one engineer, he said it pretty much drives better than an X5 BMW, which is almost double the price. He said the engineering of it, like just even like the paneling, the way it's constructed, is top 3 cars in the world, he said. So it's looking up. There are some things about it that don't feel as premium, but those are minor. I'm looking forward to getting a bigger vehicle that is less cost, but still has all the amenities that we like and the comfort. So stay tuned for that. But today, hopefully we can finalize something. I've been waiting for them to send me quotes, and they just been slow gassing. Some of them are aggressive. The ones you don't want to be aggressive are aggressive with the BS prices, but the ones who look, a little genuine and stuff like that, they just be taking their time. And the one guy we actually want to work with, because he black, he was off yesterday, so I'm waiting for him to come into work today and send me a quote, because he was really good and I want to give him the business. Now, speaking of black, all skin folk ain't kinfolk, or how the saying go, we all encountered this. Yesterday when we was at the dealership, the store manager is a black guy, but I was dealing with a white Russian guy as our sales associate. While I'm talking to the sales associate, before I met the manager that's black, while I'm dealing with the sales associate, I hear the manager greeting a white couple, very like happy, pleasant. You could just hear his presence in the whole dealership, how he greeted this white couple. He didn't meet me yet. Now, I'm working out my numbers. I got the tactics. Pretty much the terms that I'm giving to them is to make the dealership gets the minimum amount of profit possible. So I give the sales associate that to go talk to the general manager. They come out with a quote, but when he come out with a quote, his energy is just, I don't want to say it's nasty, but it's real dismissive. From a black brother to another black brother, like why you gotta give me that energy? I know this ain't your energy because I just seen your energy. You didn't know I was watching and observed how you was greeting these white folk, but now when you dealing with me, somebody who, you don't gotta give me the BS, you don't gotta waste your time showing me this. I came in with already knowing what I want and I'm giving you the terms. It'll be the quickest sale of the day, but you kind of give me like negative energy, like you don't even want to do business with me, or like it's a chore to work with me. We all deal with that. For some reason, some black people still ain't get over the hump of love and unity. I don't know what it is, but hopefully we all heal from whatever we been through and start loving one another and really working with each other. Because I'm not asking you for anything other than a pleasant time. You know what I mean? Like, just be pleasant. You can say no to my terms. You don't have to give me a deal, but you ain't gotta be nasty. And you don't gotta be super jolly, but come on. Don't be dismissive of me, or don't give me that energy like I'm a burden to you when I'm coming in here to give you money. Anyway, let me do my jumps. 500, y'all. That's 460. So that's 513. All right. Working my way back up to 2,000, but not 2,000 all at once. 2,000 in a session. Whew. Whew. Okay, time to go. All right, y'all, see y'all back in the kitchen. All right, y'all, so I just got back and you know who just woke up, just like I planned. All right, so now I'm about to make this coffee and then, what you want for breakfast? Or you wanna wait? Yeah, I don't want no oatmeal. I made some oatmeal, well, really oatmeal porridge for my Jamaicans. I made some.
So good.
It was what?
It was so good.
They can't hear you. She said it was so good. Even though I like porridge, it's like, I don't want to say I despise it, but I don't lean towards it. Things like porridge, you know, when you just gotta eat something every day as a kid, I don't want no more porridge.